Dana, 5 months from today, I said 5 months from today, America elects its next president. And today, we unveil a new way to track what America cares about. And we're going to do it in a kind of a different way. It's called our issues tracker. We're going to explain it right now, okay? So we introduced it the following way. On the left, you got Joe Biden in blue. On the right, you've got Donald Trump in red. In the middle, you've got margin of error, meaning that a particular issue could go either way, but it's too close to call, right? So here we go. Why do these issues matter, right? They define elections. Way back in 1984, it's about the economy and Reaganomics, and Ronald Reagan won. 12 years later, in 1996, it was about deficits and welfare spending and the size of government, and Bill Clinton won. 2004 is about terrorism and national security. George Bush won his second term. Likewise for Barack Obama and Obamacare in 2012. So that brings us now to 2024. What does America care about? And who do they believe does a better job when it comes down to the issues? All right, so here we go. Now, there's a lot on this screen, okay? I want you to think about three things. Number one, for Joe Biden on the left here in blue, honesty. He rates 15 points higher than Donald Trump. Abortion, 12 points higher. Temperament, slightly less than double digits at 9 points there. For Donald Trump, where does he rate the highest? Come over here now. 21 points on age. They see Trump younger. They see him with greater energy. They see him with greater vibrancy. On the border, up 18 points, all right? On the economy, up 15 points. On accomplishments, he's at 9 points. What does all this mean now, okay? Well, we're going to find out in November. We'll also track this by the month to try and figure out whether or not Americans are moving one direction or the other based on the issues that they believe are the most important come November. In the middle, values is a toss-up right here, so we'll track that also. Now, if you look at our forecast for the moment, there are 4 states behind me in yellow. We believe these are the toss-up states as of now. You all know about them, right? Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. I would say that we will watch these 4 states very carefully, but come back to the map here for a moment. Leaning Dem, all right? You're going to hear a lot about Minnesota and a lot about Michigan. Leaning Republican, you're going to hear a ton about Georgia and a ton about North Carolina. But right now, these states we consider too close to call, all right? So you got the issues, you got the states, you got this electoral battle that's going to be fought now 5 months from today. Let's move on back over here and we'll analyze this and see what we can glean in between the lines.
I think it's super helpful, Bill, and a way to set it up. We have Kayleigh McEnany, co-host of Outnumbered, here to help talk about it. And I think that our team has put together something that's super useful because, Kayleigh, you can look here. Call for one is the power ranking toss-ups of Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. These are the pure toss-ups, right? So we're all going to be talking a lot about these places. But then with this added layer of the issues tracker, called for number 4, if you look here, this just helps you understand where are people feeling like, what issues matter the most? And I feel like this adds a layer of importance and complexity to what is a key election metric.
Without a doubt. I mean, this is, I think, the only tracker of its kind currently, and fascinating because what you see is President Trump leading on the issues that matter to American voters.
Right.
The economy, immigration, and just to underscore immigration in particular, Gallup looked at the last 3 months, and the top issue, Gallup issues of importance, was immigration. They said in the 24-year history of taking this poll, immigration has never led for 3 months straight. Now, it was knocked down to number 2 and the latest issues of importance, but it just underscores what we're seeing in our own Fox News analysis. Immigration's huge. Economy's huge. Trump is leading on both.
Yeah, there's a reason why you're doing an executive order 23 days away from debate number 1. Okay?
Correct.
Another topic here. At a fundraiser in Greenwich, Connecticut, the president said this: for the first time in American history, a former president, that is a convicted felon, is now seeking the office of the presidency. Then he says something snapped in this guy for real after 2020. It's literally driving him crazy. When I read this, I believe these were prepared remarks.
Yes.
These weren't just off the cuff. So this was done with intent. And just quickly show the fundraising numbers for May. 141 for Trump. We don't yet have the DNC and the Biden numbers. When we get them, we'll share them with you. Go.
So quickly on the fundraising, the $53 million that was pulled in the 24 hours after the guilty verdict. To put this into context, that's more than Biden and the DNC raised in all of April. To put this in the context, the highest fundraising day for Act Blue in 2022 was the Dobbs decision. That was less than half of what Trump raised in 24 hours. That was $20 million. Kamala Harris, when she was named vice president 4 years ago, $26 million was brought in. So this is a huge number. But to Biden in those remarks, it was closed door. And I'm going to be fascinated if he takes a lean in or stay out approach. Campaign's leaning in, there's no doubt. They fundraise off of convicted felon. But Biden did this behind closed doors. Will he debut this argument in front of cameras, or will he leave that to his campaign operation, save his remarks for closed door fundraising? What will he do on the debate stage? I think the stay out approach is better. He takes the high road, in his view, the high road. Campaign goes after.
All right, Kayleigh, love having you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good
And
stuff.
if you want more politics, check out the latest episode of Perino on Politics. My guest was Republican strategist Colin Reed. You can scan the QR code or download. It's a good one.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.